That's awesome.
Hey, yeah. How are you? It is. It's brilliant. It's the Rode USB podcast mic. Yeah. Yes, I have. I was cut off by somebody that I was in a relationship with, and I lost connection with my friends and became distant with my family members. And I didn't notice that happening. Y- Yeah, it was like tunnel vision is the best way that I can describe it. I took the time to distance myself, and I actually went away for a while at the end of the relationship, and that was the best thing that I could have done because it gave me that distance. It gave it it yeah, 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 because that gave me time to reflect and really connect with what made me who I am. And I'd lost all of that. Mm. No, I was completely on my own. Even though I stayed with a family member, she wasn't aware of what was going on, which was the best thing for me in the long run because then that gave me the space and time that I needed. It was 7 years ago. I do, although bits of the old me are back, which I quite like. But that took time. That took a lot of time. Yeah, it's amazing when that happens, isn't it? So true. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how stifling it can be without really noticing at the time. I must admit, I needed breaks, especially if I was with, like, their family and things like that. I needed breaks. Yeah, it was sometimes they'd be okay, but other times, no. It seemed to be like the more regular it'd be, then the less keen they'd be. I just I'd just go on a walk, um, even round the block, and then come back, and then it'd be a case of, "Where have you been? Who have you been with?" Mhm, mhm. Yeah, I remember I went to the spa once with my best friend, and even that was a big deal. Yeah, 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 exactly. No. Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Mhm. Mm. Yeah, I do. I must admit, it goes in fluctuations, and at the moment, I'm into candy. Yeah. Over here, we've got, like, drumstick squashies. No, shaped like a lollipop, but I know that name's always thrown me. It doesn't make sense. And it's like strawberry and milk together, but those are lovely. And yeah, it's bad idea to put me in the same room with a bag of those. Yeah. Yep. It's like comfort food though, right? Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not balanced at all. It's completely imperfect over here. I've got because I've got ADHD, like, some moments I can be productive and get, like, 4 hours work done in, like, 2, and other days I'm completely burnt out and can't do anything. So it's like enforced rest. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, it was actually this year. After I finished work back in January, I sat down and everything made sense when it came to ADHD. And I was like, I am so relieved that I know what it is because there's so many contradictions when it comes to ADHD and anxiety and things like that. And I'm thinking, well, I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety, but this is something completely different. Yeah. I used to come across quite quiet, but that's because I was like analyzing the way that I spoke to different people. But yeah, it was very, very tough. Very tough. No, I love your music. It's incredible. So, yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah, I must yeah, my dad was a big yeah. No, I grew up listening to it, so yeah, yeah. 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 At Living Imperfectly Perfect. No, I didn't, but I'm here for it. Yay. Okay, so I would say it's got to be sweet, sweet, comforting, almost like nostalgia to go back to. So, yeah. Mhm. Nope. Hey. Perfect. So, I wanted to share the power that reflection brings us after trauma, after mental health experiences. Reflection can be one of the best things we can do, not only for reconnection or rediscovering ourselves, but also for connection with others. So, today I wanted to share with you something my therapist taught me, which was the power of creating a decent vision board, which I thought was completely bizarre at the time. And but since then, it's something I've turned to each year without fail. And so I've got about 3 vision boards floating around now, which was why I wanted to share with you how strong and empowering they can be, especially when you've been through trauma and you've lost connection with what you want from your life and what you desire to have in your life. So, quite often, we know if you're a trauma survivor or somebody who is friends with a trauma survivor or somebody who's struggled with mental health, you know that sometimes you feel worthless, full of shame, in either anxiety or disconnect. And if that resonates with you, let me know. So that's what I'll be tackling today, shaping a future after trauma or mental health issues in 2025 and what that could look like for you. Remember, yes, you could have been through trauma, but you still deserve the future you've always dreamed about, whatever that looks like for you. So let's make 2025 your year of empowerment. But first, you've got to acknowledge where you're at now and how far you've come through your healing process. So think about these few things: the key moments of your journey and how they have shaped your life. And then look at what you've learned from those moments of imperfection that offered chances for you to grow. So, first things first, how often do you practice gratitude? I try to practice it daily, and I recommend you do too. But when you're shaping your vision board, it can be a fantastic thing to start from. So, when you've got your notebook in front of you, write 3 things that you're grateful for right now. You can either use your notebook or in the chat. Then think about what you want in your life next year. What do you want your life to look like next year? You deserve the same chances everyone else gets in life, as what happened to you does not define the path your life should take. So if you want to go for that crazy new job, or you want to travel to that far place you've always dreamed of, then go for it. That's what a vision board is. It allows you to create a vision for what you want in your life. which can be so empowering. Put it up on the wall after you've done it, so then you can look at it day in, day out. And even times when you're low, maybe you've got affirmations written on it, or mantras, or pictures of places that you've wanted to visit, family members that you don't see very often. Maybe that's a way to reconnect with yourself. So with that in mind, there are different categories which can make a difference in your life next year. Here they are: emotional, self-confidence, relationships, health, and adventure. What can you do next year to better yourself in each of those categories? Do you want to include more boundaries, focus on more self-care, or make more time to build connections with people? A way to bring all of this together is by creating a vision board, which is why I've created a vision board workbook, which is available via my Patreon, as it's a way that you can reconnect not only with yourself, but with others too. You can rediscover quotes that you used to enjoy, films that you love to enjoy watching, maybe places that you'd forgotten about that you'd always wanted to visit. It's your chance to be unapologetically you, to discover a more authentic self while making it. And to be quite honest, when I'd gone through trauma, I'd forgotten what authenticity meant. When I'd gone through mental health, I'd forgotten what authenticity meant. But through reconnection, through self-discovery, through journaling every day, little bit by bit, I came back. And that's why I created the Vision Board Workbook, because it gives everybody else the same chance I had to be able to reconnect and rediscover, which is so crucial after you've been through trauma or had mental health difficulties. Because as you journal and do all the prompts and everything else, there's nothing more powerful that you can do for yourself than to take that time out, whether it's in the morning or early afternoon or evening. Take that pressure off, take that weight off, and give yourself permission to journal. Give yourself permission to take that time out. Your life, your rules, your boundaries. And they couldn't be any more crucial. As when you set your own boundaries, you develop your own power, and your own self-worth becomes clearer, not only to yourself, but the people around you too. So when you have your own power, you then are able to peel back the layers. Some people call it self-discovery. I call it self-archaeology, because you're peeling back the layers, like people discovering things for the first time. But you're not rediscovering things. You're discovering things that have sometimes been there all the time, that you've sometimes lost. So that's why reflection is so important. And that's why self-discovery is so important. And that's why creating a vision for yourself couldn't be any more crucial than it already is. And you might think, yeah, okay, taking the time out for myself, cutting and sticking, what's that going to do? But it's therapeutic. It's needing that bit of time out. It acts as almost therapy, but with yourself instead of a therapist. I know, I noticed that. Yeah. It does. It helps you think about the lighter points. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it does. I mean, on mine, I've got different quotes from different actresses. So when I was studying acting, earlier last year, and then I've also got writing stuff on there as well from when I'm writing my book and things like that. So yeah, yeah, absolutely. It definitely acted as a form of therapy for me. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd say definitely embrace stepping into somebody else's shoes. Like, you're not yourself for however long you're in that class for. And being able to step out of your comfort zone without judgment from the people surrounding you is massive. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm. I did it when I was younger as well. I discovered acting when I was at school. Um, and then through all the trauma and everything else, I lost connection with it. And then it's been something that I picked up from sort of around, I want to say 2023, but early that year, and then carried on. I'm definitely taking my time with it. So yeah, I love it. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. It's a live journaling. Yeah. Mhm. It's Mondays at 7 a.m. GMT time. That's the It's alright, go on. That's that's the exact link for my Patreon membership, which also includes a link to the shop where you can buy the vision board workbook. So include Yeah, it comes with pictures, it comes with journal prompts, it comes with the different categories in which you can improve your life. So if you want, you can separate your vision board into those different categories to make it a bit easier, or just create lists on the vision board any which way. There's no rules. It's not. Yeah. 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 So much more powerful that way too. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.